Hello YouTube, this is Birdo Prey 5 and I'm back for episode 10 of Cities Skylines. City on the edge of forever. Let me get my comments up. There haven't been any changes. This is right from where we saved it last time. I paused it. But did make one significant change. Not in the game, but in the options. I have turned back on random disasters. Now, truth be told, I set it to a lower than average frequency. But yes, there will be random disasters. I don't know when they'll pop up. I don't know what they'll be. Could be earthquakes, could be tsunamis, tornadoes, meteors, sinkholes, all the goodies. And we'll just have to deal with them as they come. Yes, that's going to be a little bit different going forward. So you know what? I also enabled automatic game saving. So let's give this a new name, auto, so it doesn't overwrite our old game, just in case we get a disaster that really destroys everything. And Thomas Potts is first in the chat. Thomas Potts, welcome and good to see you. Anti-Tracker missed you last night and this morning. He was a bit concerned. I did tell him you said you were somewhere with bad internet, but you said you have a good signal now. Thomas Potts says, so less disasters than yours. Well, Thomas, it doesn't count disasters I throw at the game, because those I undo come the next episode. These will be disasters we have to live with and repair. And they'll have some consequences in the game. And Vixen, how's my hubby? Hiya, Vixen. Literally, as I hit the start of the stream, I heard a message come in from you, but the stream had already started. I'm sorry. I hope I will check it as soon as I can. And Luke, welcome Luke. He says, hell yeah, what's up, Bird of Prey? How's your French DNA going? Well, Luke, I tried some French bread, some French fries, some French toast. And I like them all. So, yeah, I'm pretty set. I'm okay. I'm down with the French DNA. No overpowering need to surrender, though, so I'm pretty confident it's not a lot of my DNA. Vixen says, I didn't know it was starting. Sorry. Vixen, there's no way you could know it was starting. It's nothing to be sorry about. I'm sorry I couldn't respond to you personally. Okay, so just a heads up, this might be a little shorter than usual. My cousin Dibs is going live at 7 p.m. and I'm going to do my best to be there for when he goes live. So I set my trusty Amazon Echo Alexa device. Yes, Alexa. And
sorry, I didn't get that.
don't worry about it. It's okay. Thank you. Cancel. Anyway, I set her to put the alarm on at 6:30. So at 6:30, if I haven't, I will get back to comments, and whatever comments I can get through by 7 p.m. I will, but I am going to have to sign off by 7 so I can hang out and see my cousin's first stream. I promised him I'd do it, and I'm pretty interested to see. Of course, he plays like real games where you're shooting people and blowing shit up, and looks much more interesting to me than building a city, but I don't know. I can't play those games. Too much of a learning curve. Okay, so here we're at the anti-tracker district. It's looking well. Last time we built the Zethon district, was the latest addition to the city, with his soccer fields and other socialist approved sports. And it doesn't look like a bad district, all in all. Let's get the game running. We'll go up to speed 2. Okay, so commercial and industrial are in the most demand. So let us build. We have already subways down here, so I guess it makes the most sense. In fact, we have subway there, to expand our commercial district down off this main road. And we'll go to a pretty big road. Might be a little bit too big, but you know what? So what? Can't go through that because that is a fire department, but we can go through here that way. We'll get that connected. Too close. That's about right. There we go. Now, can we connect this road underground at all? Would that be some sort of epic disaster if we tried to connect this underground? It might be. It might be. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I don't know if this is so smart. But let's see what happens. Okay, now that's not good. We don't want... Can we even get rid of a traffic light under the ground? I don't think we can. Well, Maybe we can. Maybe we can. Let's see. Are cars stopping anymore? No, they seem to be moving without any restrictions. So yeah, okay. I think we're good there. I think we're good. Okay, so hopefully that does not increase our traffic. But yeah, so we've got a connection to here and a connection to here. And now we've got to build up commercial. Let's get rid of power lines, which we don't need. Okay. Very exciting stuff. Destroying power lines. Okay. Put in some smaller roads, some crossroads. It's going to be on the surface. We want straight roads. Oh, there's a subway there. Okay. Oh, that's stupid. Well, actually, since we've got the big road there already, let's bring it through. There we go. Anywhere else we've got a big road? No, but let's put one. What? Oh, that's our highway down there. We may need to link a highway to this. Let's connect another big road. There we go. And come on down. Okay, now we're gonna bring it. Oh yeah, sweet. Okay, we've got ancient ruins in the middle of this highway, so we don't wanna. We don't want to disturb the ruins, so we will put roads around them. That's a bit weird, but it will do. Okay, so we need highway on and off ramps. go. So we can get them on and off here. I really don't want to put buildings in the middle of this highway. Besides looking bad, I don't want it to take away from the runes that are here, although I can see the fact that they're lit up. You know what? Maybe we'll put down a park. It'll be a bit of a weird park. I mean, it's a park between highways. So I don't know. I don't know that this would be the park that I'd want to spend a lot of time at, but frankly, I've seen people spend time at worse parks. So, yeah. I mean, we can always make the area bigger than it needs to be and shrink it later if we don't use it, but there we go. What should this be? This will be some type of nature reserve. And we've got abandoned castles, an old cemetery. So this, you know, I'm going to pause the game before it gets too dark to put down stuff. We'll call this Prophets Preserve. This is the burial ground of the ancient Bajoran prophets before they left Bajor to become wormhole aliens. Yes, that's where we are. And of course it's on Emissary Street. And this will be Deep Space 9 way. And yeah, Deep Space 9 way. Oh, well, Deep Space 9 way needs to connect to whatever the hell road that is. No, not as a one-way. That's wrong. There we go. Now, did that erase the name of the street? It sure did. It sure did. That's terrible. Why would it do that? Crowley. Okay, no, there it is. Deep Space 9 way. Emissary Street. Perfect. Perfect. And then what's... Yes, this is still Deep Space 9 way. Okay, perfect. So now to build a park, we go to the Parks tab. This is a nature preserve. It's okay, Sassy. It's okay. That's where the ball toy went. It's where the ball toy went before, baby. City park, amusement park, zoo, nature reserve. Okay, so we need a main gate. It's pretty big as a main gate, I'm going to be honest. Do we need a gate that big? I think we're going to go ahead and use the small main gate. That'll save us some room. And a side gate, we'll put it, I don't know if we even have room to put one. This might be a tough one. Well, we'll put it here. Okay, so now we need to put down some paths. We will shut off snapping because that's going to cause a problem. Path is right up along the street, but it'll do. And there it connects. And now we need a path down this way. Sure, we could put a tree. Okay. No, that was very, very bad. That last one was a doozy. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we got a little loop. This is not going to be the fanciest nature reserve by any means. We got campfire sites. Now just putting these things down increase the park's attractiveness. So now there's another campfire site. That's cool. We'll put some in the park. We'll put one right at the base of this fire tower. So if that burns, there'll be no excuses. Now we need tents. We got some little tents. I mean, these are tiny, tiny tents. Whatever. We'll put some little tents. Give people places to to stay. Now we've got a little bigger tent. I guess these are for the families instead of the strange loners who go off into the woods by themselves. Yeah, you want to have a tent in the ancient burial ground. Why not? Why not? And now the big tents. These are the fancy tents. These are the people that are there to go glamping more than camping. Don't get me wrong, I don't know that I'd want to be camping under a major interstate highway, but you know, who am I to decide what other people want to do on their vacation? Get into some of the more fun stuff. Oh, a whole camping site. Yeah, that's more like it. We put a camping site there, a camping site there, and of course my bed alarm is going off because why not? It's Friday. Camping site there. Lean-to shelters. These barely look useful. Put a couple down. And now a different type of shelter. See, that's the problem with this game. You could end up spending entire time building a park. And this isn't even a very interesting park. I mean, when we get to building amusement parks and zoos, then we can have some real fun. I mean, this was more of a just for the hell of it more than anything. Another camping site? Wow, this is an even bigger one. Is there any place to put it? No, it's too far away. Too far away. I don't know if that would work. Well, we'll try it. We'll try it. I want the hunting cabins. Where are the hunting cabins? Here we go. Yes. Yes. This is where people can hunt the most dangerous game of all. Man. Yes. Yes. We're gonna hunt. Of course, you don't want to fill it with too many hunting cabins, otherwise people end up shooting each other. But what the heck? What the heck? They really enjoy their hunting cabins. And bouldering site? I don't know. Seems like nonsense to me. Yeah, look at that there. No, they can't get to the bouldering site. Boo-hoo. It's got to be on a path. Well, the hell would be the point? This is literally a log bench. Nobody can even see that stuff. A sign. put a sign there. A sign by this gate. Some benches. Seriously? Just put the benches down randomly. I don't need to put benches. That's like minute detail I don't want to be concerned about. Table set. Yes, Sassy, how you doing, baby? Firewood rack. Oh, that's the whole fun of bringing your own firewood. We'll put some firewood racks this way. People can have some firewood while they're camping. I know, this is super exciting, people. I understand. I can hear the comments already. Okay. Good. That folding chair? Seriously? A folding chair? That's good enough. Oh, an outhouse. Now, and what's this? A well. Public binoculars. Yeah, public binoculars might be interesting. Though they'd be interesting if I could put them up on the lookout tower, but okay. We'll put a couple of binoculars. Now this well, that would be useful. Let's put a well over here, a well here, and a well over there, and we'll put the outhouses. Now you don't want to put the outhouses too close to the wells, so we'll put one there. We'll put one out over here. We'll put one under this tree. We'll put two under this tree. It might be a busy place. And what the hell? Where else can we throw an outhouse? Throw one. I'll throw one under this tree. There we go. Okay, so we have a park area, and profits reserve, policies for this park, animal ethics. Well, it's not a zoo. Yeah, we can have an advertisement campaign. Is this the city's main park? Well, it's the city's only park, so we'll make it the main park for now. Fine for fireworks? No. But do we want extra fireworks? Well, it probably just cause fires. No. Night tours? Yes. Even more fun? Sure. And recycle garbage? Whatever. It's a nature reserve. Sure. Okay. So let's get the, let's save the game. Let's save the game, because we never know when that disaster is around the corner. Okay. You know what? We actually made use of this somewhat worthless land. Okay. So now we gotta go back to turning this into a major commercial zone. A major commercial zone. Oh, we need to turn back on automatic road snapping, so we get our 90-degree roads. The more crossroads, actually, the better it helps traffic. I wouldn't have believed it, but seeing other people's maps, they have much less traffic than me, and they always put in even more crossroads than I do. So we'll assume that's true. Okay, now we have some industry that we need, so let's check. Police coverage here is good. Healthcare coverage is good. Death care is good. Police. Police is what we just did. Fire coverage is good. Oh, that's what we're going to want to do. Because we are playing with disasters now, we do want to put down some certain things. A disaster response unit sends out helicopters and trucks to help clear rubble and rescue survivors. They handle both disaster aftermath and burn down buildings. After the unit is done work, the ground is free for rebuilding. So we definitely want a disaster response unit. Now this is one big building. We want to put it somewhere where it can get to most of the city. So you know what? We're going to put it down here because it will have easy highway access. In fact, I'm going to be honest. We might want 2 of these buildings. Yes, we do. Now, emergency shelters. You know what? We have not put them down yet, but I think we should. Fortunately, it's going to mean knocking down some homes, but it's definitely better in the long run that if the need arises, there are shelters available for our people. And we just got to remember where they are. Now I know the poor neighborhoods. Should they even get a shelter? I don't know. But yeah, you know what? If we can fit one in here, sure. They'll get a shelter. Industry doesn't really need a shelter. These guys do. What is over here? Nothing. A lot of empty space. So, okay. You get a shelter. You get a shelter. Now there's another shelter by the prison. And I guess Anti-Tracker. I guess he needs a shelter. These people need a shelter. Okay. Good. Good. Now we need to put down some other emergency equipment. We need a tall radio mast that can notify the city in an emergency. That would appear to fit. Yes, okay, so we got that much of the city. We can get another radio mast over here. There we go. The city's got emergency status. We'll put one here. That should, yes. Okay. That is certainly good for now. Oh, let's throw one down over here, 'cause we can. Because we can. Let's see. Perfect. Okay, so we won't have to worry about that till after we expand the city. Now, earthquake sensors. These will let us know if there's any earthquakes coming. Can pretty much go anywhere, I believe. Sure. Okay. An earthquake sensor there. Now these do not cause earthquakes. Mind you, they just tell us of them. So sure, the Federation, they would have an earthquake sensor. That seems like a service they'd provide for the city. New Texas. You can throw an earthquake sensor down here. I'm sure the train won't accidentally shut it off. You can throw an earthquake sensor out here. That should get this part of the city. Yeah. All good. All good. Indeed. I don't know. Would these even work without power? If it is, I'm tempted to just throw one down. We can always move it or delete it later. Apparently, yeah, they don't need power. So you know what? Let's just earthquake sensor the whole map. prison area. Sure. Let's give them a sensor. That's good, that's good. Okay, we've got great. Okay, tsunami warning buoy. Now these are important because tsunamis now I don't know if this would even work outside the map, but we'll put one there. We'll put one here. We'll put one here. And just in case they do work outside the map, we'll put some out here. Hopefully we never need them. Tsunamis are nothing to mess around with in this game. Okay. Weather radar. That is definitely important. Because, tornadoes are not good. Thunderstorms, we want to get notified of them. As the radar, okay, we only need one radar for the whole city, so that's good. And a deep space radar, not that there's anything you can do about an incoming meteor, but it's good to know. Where do we want to put this? I guess we'll put it here. Put it on Anti-Tracker's district. He strikes me as not someone who would mind manning the deep space radar to check for incoming meteors. Okay, so back to where we were. We've got to put down, let's start with industrial, because we've got some industrial demand. Let's do there. Do there. Get some industry there. Now we'll put down some office space to keep the industry separated because it's kind of dirty. Keep the industry separated from the commercial. Now, if everything I hear is that office also takes place of industry, so they're not bad to have. And okay, now that means the rest of this is going to be mostly commercial. So let us put down high density commercial. And that is quite a bit of high density commercial. Let's put down some low density commercial. what can we put? And of course, residential is coming back into the mix. We can put high density residential to fill in. No, let's not do that. No. Okay. Well, we can do some residential along the top here. High density. We'll put some high density in between here. Electricity still hasn't made its way over, and we're gonna do low density residential down here. Because I like low density. Gives people places to have homes with spaces between them. Let's check out the city. Electricity still high, water still high, sewage treatment still good, garbage processing status good. Yeah, maybe we should throw down another garbage processing. Just since we have the room, we're not too close to anything. Yeah. Put it over here by the disaster relief. Okay, we now got to put down some schools. Elementary school availability, not great. Not great at all. That gets them elementary. We need high schools. Let's see. Capacity 3,000. It's not big enough. Nothing's big enough. Now we could put it here. That definitely increased high school availability. Let's put down a smaller high school over here. And we need some parks. Even though we have a major park. Do a park with trees. No, that's too big. How big is too big? We're just a little big. For a little big, we can make it work. We can shoehorn it in. How much over How much over are we? Nothing. We're barely over. Okay. We're gonna cheat just a little. There we go. That doesn't interfere with anything. Perfect. We got a park with trees. We'll get a bouncy house. Oh, and I know what they like. I know what people really like in this game. Or is it even here? No, it's not a football stadium. It is a cinema. Big cinema. It has a huge... Where is the green circle that shows how much people like it? Okay, this one has the huge circle. This is a drive-in cinema. Yes. Perfect. Yes, and make all those people happy. Drome Cinema logo? I have no idea what this even is now. That's nonsense. It's a tiny cinema. Just curious. A cinema is not going to make industry happy, is it? I can't imagine it would. It does. It does. A cinema makes the industry happy. Wow. Okay, well, let us save the game. Now here's the only problem with auto-saving every 10 minutes. If we get notice of a disaster, I have to immediately go save it as another name. Otherwise we could auto-save over a city that we don't want to auto-save over. And then we're doomed to have the disaster. Disconnected power grid. I don't think I have a disconnected power grid. Do I? Oh, that guy's complaining about power. Is power low? Oh, power. Oh, okay. Well, he needs some power here. I thought we had power. No, I guess we don't. Okay. You've got power. Let's check. Do any of our other antennas not have power? No, he's got power. He's not asking for power. So, oh, okay. Looks like that was the only one asking for power. So I think we're good. Okay, well, we got some nice construction done. It's 6:08, so let us view the city, and I will go to the comments because I know you guys have been waiting. And remember, guys, if you don't want me to read something, start your comment with DNR. The letters DNR in capital letters, DNR, and then a space or a hyphen, and type out your message. And that'll be, I'll know not to read that comment out loud. That's how it'll work on my streams from going forward. Luke, we were talking about my French DNA earlier. Luke says that's maybe because your American DNA is balancing things out. Because I said I was not feeling any compelling need to surrender. Though I did enjoy French bread, French toast, and French fries. Thomas says, are you going to make something like a river or hills around the anti-tracker district so you can still see it if the city really expands? No, that's not a bad idea, Thomas. I could put a moat, or yeah, I could put some water around the anti-tracker district so it keeps its outline. Who wanted me to put? Oh, somebody in Anti-Tracker's chat this morning wanted me to put a strip club with a certain name off Anti-Tracker's district. Sassy, do you remember who it was? I don't think you do, but if you do, Sassy, you remind me. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. Luke says, what if you renamed Alexa cancel? Oh, you can't. Alexa can only be renamed a certain number of things.
I'm not sure about that.
Her name that she currently is, the A word. You can also rename her Amazon, Echo, and Computer. So those are your only options. You can't give her any arbitrary name. Vixen asked, Joe is a Native American. No, Vixen, not Native American. Unfortunately. Even less Native American than Elizabeth Warren. Luke says, Bird of Prey 5. Where is the Blue Rouge district? Luke, I can't. I might have some French DNA, but I can't pronounce those French names. Luke says, full of restaurants, protests, and nuclear power plants. Well, we do have the nuclear power plant down by the, down in New Texas, I think. Or maybe it's by the, maybe it's by the prison. I forget. We have it. We have a nuke plant somewhere. Luke is lolling. Try it. The reason why the French are jerks is because they have nukes too. Darth Raven, welcome, Darth. He says, hi, guys. Luke says, hi, Irish boy. Hey, you French garlic merchant. Oh, boy. Marlena Monroe. Hello, Marlena. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Darth says to Vixen, hey. And Luke has to get all fancy. Bonjour, Marlena. Hashtag European invasion. Marlena says, hi, Luke. And I dropped my tablet. God damn. Wow, there's a lot of comments. Vixen says to Darth Raven, I do not exist anymore. All that exists is a giant floating head of excruciating pain and coughing. Oh, I'm sorry, Vixen. I know coughing does not make the headache get any better. And Vixen says hello to Marlena. Luke says, looks like Cenobite dimension that you are describing. Marlena says hi to Vixen. Vixen says that would be sexy. This is just a bad migraine. Darth says, Vixen, hope you get better soon. Luke says, back in primitive time, the Sherman would drill a hole into your head to release the pressure and lower migraines. Even in the future, apparently, they drill holes in your head with actual drill bits, like 21st century looking drill bits, because of course no better tools exist in the 22nd or 23rd century. That is a reference to last night's Star Trek Discovery, by the way. Vixen says to Luke, but thanks for mansplaining that for me. Oh boy. Luke says that's because they're regressing backwards in tech. Luke says look at the tools they use to light the ships. Vixen says Marlena, that's just for shock value, lol. Marlena says, oh right, before TOS, you know, the holograms and stuff. Vixen asks Darth, how's your heartburn? Luke says, I'm not supposed to know you know that we know that this is known or not. Wow. Darth says, Vixen, it's okay, I understand. Marlena says, gotcha. Darth says, Vixen, it's gone, and I'm fine at the moment, thanks for asking. Oh, forgot to ask, snow gone. Darth says, FYI, our little problem is solved. You won't notice it anymore. Vixen says, Darth, it won't be gone until at least Easter. Wow, says Darth. Vixen says, Darth, you put a hit out? Luke says, Vixen, do migraines diminish when you don't watch your screen? Do they have an aggravating effect? Darth says, hope you will be on chat before Easter, lol. Darth says, Vixen, I put him on and he left all discords and channels. Haha. Marlena says, so, can I get a District Bird of Prey 5 with agony booths and such? You want a Mirror Universe District, Marlena? You certainly can get one. Just, I don't know if we'll have time in this game because I'm coming up on a hard break at 7 p.m. But definitely, if I don't get it done this game, please remind me next time we're in a game, and I will get you a district. The Mirror District, says Luke. Vixen says, Luke, depends on the type of migraine. This is a pressure migraine from shifts in the weather, so screen doesn't affect it. Marlena says, and with mirror shops. Luke says, gotcha, do painkillers work on it? Vixen says, sometimes, but I think this one needs some caffeine and maybe some Supratin. Luke says, Marlena, strip mirrors, when you watch your reflection, you lose clothing on cleavage, belly, and legs, and suddenly gains a belt with a sheathed knife on it. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Kronos says, wow, the mob works slowly. Only got your notification now. Oh, well, I'm sorry, Kronos. That's not right at all. Vixen says, please hit the like button. Yes, guys. Be a big help. Please hit it. Marlena says, I like it, Luke. And males tend to grow goatees. Vixen is laughing with Luke. Vixen says, Kronos clamps. Kronos says, mob wife. Vixen says to Marlena, only sexy Vulcan ones. Marlena says, hey to Kronos. Okay, Darth says to me, can you please put a nuclear power plant and dub site into the Vixen district and a few Korean restaurants by the dog parks? Thank you. No, Darth, I can't do any of that stuff. I'm sorry. Especially the Korean restaurants by the dog parks. Kronos says, how's it going? Luke says, mob protests, they don't get paid enough. Kronos says, hey to Marlena. Marlena says, yes, Vixen Vulcan do love them goatees. Kronos says, tell me about it. Vixen says, Darth, why do you want to kill all my doggies? Luke says, nah, nuclear plants don't kill. Look at Homer Simpson, he's fine. Kronos says, don't knock the Homer. Absolutely, Kronos. Vixen says, I want to be strange loner in the woods now. Laughing, secret murderer. Well, you just told us your secret, Vixen. Oh, it's raining. It's a rainy day in the city on the edge of forever. Rainy night. Kronos says, have you divorced the boss again, Vixen? I'm not sure. Vixen says, Marlena, goatees are sexy, especially on Italians. Wink, wink. Oh, I think I know why she's winking. Darth says to me, can you find a mod then for Vix, because I have been mean to her a puppy. I have been mean to her a puppy hotel and call it the Vixen's Puppy Apartment. I don't know if I can find a puppy apartment building. Vixen says, Kronos, nope, he's been very sweet today. Oh, good. Kronos says, can the Sith run rampant in this city? No Sith allowed in this city. Luke says, rampant, no, they do run the city council. Some say they are the council. Vixen says, Darth, it's okay, thanks, Darth. Kronos says, has Birdo Prey 5 checked the comments yet? Vixen says, no. Well, I used to check comments at the beginning. Kronos says, I just started. Now we're at 539's comments. It's 624. We're still a ways behind. Kronos says, I just sharded. Oh my god. Too much information, yes indeed. Chrono says, I was going to buy this game, however, because there are politics involved. What politics? Asked Vixen. Chrono says, I have to pay twice as much for it. Mob stuff. Like you donuts know, Vixen. Like you don't know, Vixen. Luke says, good night, folks. Bonnie, Newt, Les Amis. Okay, Luke, good night. Chrono says, later, Luke. Marlena says, let's see you later. Vixen says, bye-bye. Chrono says, don't give the Frenchman that much credit. Chief Cook, welcome, Chief Cook. Welcome to the stream. Says, hey. Marlena says, well, he's our Frenchman, Kronos. Hey, Chief. Vixen says, I don't want to be a strange loner in the woods anymore. I have to go to this stanky outhouse. I have to go in the stanky outhouse. Yeah, that's not the place you want to be. Chrono says, well, AT says half Frenchman. Darth Raven says to me, can you please add doggy parks and Korean restaurants to the Darth District and schools beside nuclear plants and hospitals surrounded by landfills and port that goes nowhere? I can do some of that stuff, but not all. Vixen says, why does he make such a big deal out of being French? That would be like Darth demanding that there be an Irish district. Chief Cook says, Lady Vixen. Vixen says that Darth. Chrono says, this is like Vixen shooting into the sun. Vixen says, Chief Cook, yes. Chief Cook says, Chronos won, and Sassy says, pay more attention to me. I'm the cutest doggy ever. I need attention. Okay, Sassy. Yes, if you people want to send Sassy money, I will make her a PayPal account soon. It's not open yet. Any money Sassy gets will go to bones and treats. Vixen says, Kronos, I told you it's a cartoon. All things are possible in a cartoon. Kronos says, how many crematories are there now? I don't know. I think there's probably at least 10 in the city. Kronos says, we need a clamps district. We do. Chief Cook says, how you guys doing? Marlena says, you can't have enough crematories because of the boss. Kronos says, with all respect. Vixen says, enough to make plenty of Soylent Green. Kronos says, how's the strip club doing? You know, I haven't checked on it, but I'm sure it's doing fine. Marlena says, Soylent Green is people. Vixen says, Kronos, how do you mention that monstrosity in my presence? Oh boy. Kronos says, the Matrix was the same as Soylent Green. Chief Cook's laughing at the strip club. Kronos says, I need to be punished. Vixen says, Chief Cook, Joe is going to punish you. Oh boy. Kronos says, Birdo Prey 5 will never see this. Okay, but I did, Kronos. Marlena says, Birdo Prey 5 has a loot of catching up to do. Chief Cook says, who, me? Kronos says, you need more fake energy. Vixen says, Kronos, you want a spanking. Kronos says, well, that's a thing, of course. Vixen says, Marlena, business as usual. Kronos recommends fusion for all. Vixen, get a WAP. Wasp? Asks Kronos. Kronos says, I just do what I'm told. Vixen says, this is getting very weird. Kronos says, wow, what a change. Sarcasm. Vixen says, Chief Cook. Alexa, stop. Okay, I've got about 25 minutes before I've got to call it quits, which should hopefully be just enough time to get to the end of the comments. Kronos says, the pain here is overwhelming. Marlena says, you need to use the agony booth for a while, be my guest. Kronos says, oops, sarcasm. Vixen says, I don't even do anything, Kronos. Kronos says, you have to, Vixen. Vixen says, Marlena, you're so generous. Chief Cook says, get a whip. Kronos says, is there any way to say yo to Bird of Prey 5? Well, you just did. Darth says, Bird of Prey, can you drop an asteroid on the Vixen district? On Puppy Park, please. I fancy some hot dog. No, Darth. No. No puppy asteroids. Vixen says to Chief Cook, I'll whip you raw if you ever mention that person's strip club again. Uh-oh. Vixen says, Darth, I'm going to feed you to Sassy. Sassy Chow. Kronos says, everyone needs a friend. Marlena, alright peeps, off to bed. See you later. Good night, Marlena. Hope you have a good night. Toys matter, says Kronos. Vixen says, good night to Marlena. Thanks for the angry booth. Agony booth. Kronos says, don't be an evil person when you wake up. Marlena says she'll be good. Kronos says, Marlena, this is a fact. And Kronos says, damn it, where's Thomas? I think there was a great quote there. I don't know what I said. Darth said to me, name one of the schools Darth Revan's School of Korean Cooking. Our bark is worse than our bite. Buffet on Tuesday. That is much too long of a name for a school, Darth. Thomas Potts says, who is Thomas? Vixen says, Darth, someday in the distant future, Joe will read that and be mad. Lol. Vixen says, Thomas Potts, Thomas is you. Darth says, Vixen, we will be long dead by that point. Lol. So Bird of Prey 5 is still on anti-comment. Thomas says, Vixen, no, I'm Bird of Prey 5. No, you're not. Vixen says, Darth, well, it was nice knowing you. And then, okay. Kronos says, hey, where the F were you? Vixen says, that shipment went just through the other ship, sorcery. Yeah, the ship collision detection is not so great. Thomas says, Kronos is in the middle of a nowhere. Cell reception sucked. I can't, Thomas. I can't read your last comment. Your last comment says not to read it. Kronos says, no, that doesn't work here. Commander Ironwolf, welcome, Commander Ironwolf. Vixen says, and he says, hey guys. Vixen says to me, Luke was saying the colors of the French flag. He wants a French district, apparently. Red, white, and blue, yes. The colors of the French flag. We'll see. I don't know if I can oblige with those colors, but Commander Ironwolf says, call it New Orleans. Not a bad idea. And then ban Luke. Lol, the irony, Vixen. Vixen says to me, Star Trek Discovery is not real. curls up in a ball and rocks back and forth. I understand, Vixen. Kronos says, see, there you go. The boss loves Homer. Kronos says, don't quote my quotes from 10 years ago. And Kronos says, cats greater than dogs. I don't know, Clamps. I don't know. Vixen says, hi, Sassy. Vixen says, if I send money to my boyfriend, it would look bad. Kronos says, what did I do wrong now? Oh, the spanking. Vixen says, Kronos, you're in trouble now. Clamps is always in trouble. Vixen says, Kronos, just don't mention the strip club again, okay? Kronos says, you know whose club that is. Thomas says, I'm Bird of Prey 6 now. Okay, fine, Thomas. Vixen says, Kronos, of course I do, and stop mentioning it. Okay, says Kronos. Commander Einwolf, it only took 20 minutes for him to know I'm here. Well, Commander Einwolf, it's not bad. Not bad for one of my streams. And Vixen is just sensitive about a particular person's strip club. Okay, guys, well, you know what? We made it through without a major disaster. Let me save the game before I say something like that again. We made it through without a major disaster. We added a lot of commercial and industry to the city. Our population is now over 71,000 people. We've got a beautiful new area here. Oh wow, look at these beautiful buildings. Yeah, look at this. That's a nice place. We've got the parks. We've got a couple of disaster response units. We've got a whole bunch of emergency shelters. The city is now prepared for disasters. Probably should put down another emergency shelter. Yeah. Now that we've got all those more people up there, let's put down a couple of emergency shelters. And boom. Space already occupied. Oh, yeah, okay. Boom. Okay. So yeah, we've got more shelters. Case of something we can maybe protect the population of the city. So yeah, you gotta say, I think we are good. And this gives me time to sign off and check out my cousin's live stream, Those Barcode Boys, B-O-I-S. If you guys are interested, he is supposed to go live around 7 p.m. My cousin Dibs, who's often on the stream. Kronos, as I say, it's disaster time. Another night, Kronos, when I have some more time. Vixen says, Kronos, I'm married. Kathleen, who's actually Derek McManus. The usual suspects, hello all. I'm sorry, we are just about to call it a night. Sassy gave a tiny little woof and then a real bark. Too cute. Yes, I know. We're calling it a night. Thank you guys so much for coming and checking out the stream and, you know, all your support. I really, really appreciate it all the time. Have a good night. I'm gonna check out my cousin's stream, and then later I'll probably be on Discord. Qapla, everyone. And Sassy says Qapla too. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. If you want to visit me, check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. And if you're really crazy, you can send me some money on PayPal. Take care.